Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vampire Survivors. Decided we have not gotten enough of Old Man Garlic runs. Also, I did happen to make art that I figured we just can't avoid. We can't ignore it. We might as well take advantage of the fact that we have it and do one more of these runs, just for the thumbnails. That's all that's about, right? So what were we doing here? Everything costs so much money right now because we bought a few things. Effects from weapons last longer. Let's do that. Okay, so here we go. Let's go, old man Poe. You and me, buddy. We're gonna go start this game up. We're gonna start in the Mad Forest, and we're gonna see if we can create a truly epic AOE build using the old man, the lower health. So we'll wander about a bit. We'll collect some XPs. And I think we're going to go with the axe to go... No. And we'll increase garlic for now. There's a few things that I'm kind of looking for. Axe might be one of them at some point. I would really like something that allows me to carve a path through individuals. The axe fully leveled up is great because it does the whole AoE spin that technically fits our theme of aura. But I need a Bible for sure. Maybe the whip. Those are just some strong ones to have. Cross, don't really like that. Fire wand, Clock Lancet sucks, but we're gonna take it. We're gonna see if it actually benefits an aura build, and see how that do. Because we can make sections of our enemies kind of stuck in place. I've never seen a fully maxed out Lancet build either. If we had multiple projectiles and we're firing all around us and the enemies can't quite get to us, that'd be cool. While they're frozen too, they don't do damage when we touch them. So that's actually quite helpful. We're definitely looking for another source of damage here soon, because the AoE build that we have going doesn't really do that much damage early game or late game. It's worse late game, but early game against some of these individuals, we have to kind of work on things. We're going to take the Fire Wand. Fire Wand can give us some paths to go through. They're unpredictable, but they could be real good. There's King Bible. We're going to take that. First thing we want to do is just make sure we have enough damage to survive some of the later waves, which just have too much health. Too much dang health. Follow the fire! Follow it! Chase it down! Now, our objective is, obviously, to win the game, but to get to the end. And we want to try to make sure that we have a crucifix on the ground when death arrives, because I'm curious if that'll take him out. Now, I don't know if it does or not. I haven't seen anybody online do that. But it would be neat to do it and to see if that somehow breaks the game. We'll grab axes. We have a few damage varieties now. Definitely got enough to just kind of walk through the bats. So that's good. We'll take spinach. So what am I looking for? What items do I need to level up the things that are in my inventory? So I need the candelabra door. I needed the spinach for the fire wand, so that's good. And for the Bible... Ah, shoot, what was it that I needed for that? Is it the Spelljammer? Whatever thing? I can't remember. Increase the damage of our garlic a little bit. It only goes up by 1 point of damage. That's not actually very much. Think about it. Compared to some of these other things that go up by like 10 damage a tick. A hit. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great. It would be nice if we could get our ticks, our cooldown, like reduced a whole heck of a lot for the garlic. Could get some wings, could move faster, but we're not really about that life right now. We'll just take a nice lazy bit. There's a spellbinder. I think I need that. I should probably remember anything. Now, one thing that some of you may not know is that the sign of Omicron is memory loss. King Bible. Keep increasing the Bibles. Try to get them leveled up as soon as possible. We really need to get to max, but figuring out what we need again is important. Ah. Okay, just keep gathering experience, keep moving around, get those ghosties chasing us down. You ever wonder why ghost stories don't exist in China and Japan? We're surrounded. Okay, so we need to have for our Bible the spellbinder, spinach for the wand, we need the candelabra door. Then we gotta figure out the other stuff we're gonna get after that, but for now we're gonna grab the King Bible. Keep leveling that up for now. Ow, my body! We need some chickens. Need to find any way we can to get the chickens that we need to survive. Couple of green gems, that's nice. The enemies have fallen to our might. Got you, and finally, got our first chest. Anything good? Nothing really. Got the Lancet. Increase effect lasts for a whole second longer, which is a lot in this game, grand scheme of things. The Lancet, of course, completely does no damage, though, so we're trading off something that's going to be a damage dealer for that. Base damage up 2, sure, why not? 8 damage, 14 damage, 11 damage. Not a heck of a lot, ultimately, when you look at that. We got XP gems all over the place. Gushers. Delicious, delicious gushers everywhere. Just keep eating these things. Keep wandering about during the zombie apocalypse. I do wonder what the future of this game is going to be like. The developer now has received a level of fame for something that is honestly a very simple concept. They kind of struck it big, and there's a lot of YouTubers playing this game. There's a lot of purchases. This is on like the top 20 purchase list on Steam right now. So, you know, I love seeing that. An indie dev, somebody who's relatively small, goes out, is passionate about something, creates something for themselves, and then the community accepts and grows that so well. And it is just amazing to me. I love that kind of story. Somebody who has a dream, and the dream works out, and they get to kind of live that dream, live that life now. The individual who made this game is successful now. I'm sure they've sold, 10,000, 20,000 copies by now. And it's so cheap. $3, even though, if you sell 10,000 copies at $3, that's $30,000 you just made as an indie developer. If you sell 1 million copies, that's still $3 million. I mean, still doing pretty dang good, if you ask me. So we do have 2 of those. We still need to get not the bracer, although we could. What would I prefer to have? Daggers, or I want to have wands. Wands kind of suck early. Oh god, too many bats all moving in the same direction together, pushing that crowd that we're behind. That's not cool. Keep getting XPs. stopwatch, and we can now walk into the middle of everybody for a second. Get out of there before they all come back to life. Keep doing some damage. Deal a few hits on there. Get some level ups. Excellent. And while your opponents are frozen, they cause no damage to you, so we gotta use that to our advantage with this Clock Lancet. If we ever get more than one of these, we haven't gotten any duplicators yet, so that makes me a little bit concerned. But yeah, I mean, you look at individuals like Notch Pearson, who made Minecraft, right? Some guy in his basement just invented a voxel-based game. Exceptionally well done, very simple overall, but it really received wide-scale adoption, and then eventually was purchased by Microsoft for like $1 billion. That guy is now like a billionaire for inventing one little passion project. And yeah, you have to get a little lucky. You have to make something that people are truly interested in even playing. And there are so many games out there, so many indie developers right now that maybe don't have that as a thing. They spent 10 years making a game and they don't get the kind of adoption that this kind of game gets. Or that some of the big name ones that everybody sees that have the money to get, you know, commercials made for them. I mean, I myself am a TTRPG developer. I made Aether and Steamworks. Look that up online and you'll see it's something that took me 4 years to make. I did all the artwork for it. It's a tabletop role-playing game like D&D. And that amount of work has proven to provide me nothing more than kind of emotional satisfaction, really. I've not made any money off of doing it. Don't get into tabletop role-playing games if you want to make money. I'm just gonna put that out there. That is not a good way to make money. The market is pretty much owned by a few developers. Most of them are Wizards of the Coast. Everybody thinks of tabletop role-playing and they think of D&D and that's it. Even though there's like 1 billion other games out there. But yeah, 4 years of my life I've worked, 16-hour days to make something, and then it doesn't even get noticed. And that happens with indie developers all the time, not just in the field I chose to be in, but in like every field. There's somebody out there that spent 10 years creating a game, which we'll have here on the channel in the future, that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head right now, but if I do, I will link it in the chat or somewhere in the description. That is unique and interesting. It's like a Metroidvania, which I really enjoy Metroidvanias. That again barely has any notice. 10 years of work. And we died. We just couldn't get it. Didn't get enough of the upgrades we needed. We'll try again. Old Man Garlic will be victorious. I swear. Someday. Maybe. Alright, back to Garlics. But yeah, when it comes to success, when it comes to even things like YouTube success or, gaming success. Well, gaming success is a little different. Let's have the whip this time. That allows us to actually carve our own paths and maybe make ways we can travel. What was I saying? Right. When it comes to... No, that wasn't what I was saying. Oh, yes. When it comes to anything that you do in life, when it comes to any of the choices that you make, when it comes to any of the stuff that you're doing that you want to kind of have be your job, your career, your future, a lot of it comes down to luck. There's something about, having internal control over what happens in your life and external control over what happens in your life. And when it comes to a variety of things that truly amount to a popularity contest, to getting noticed, that kind of thing, that can be a lot harder. You have to do and make something that people want. And then not only do you have to make something that people want, you have to make them aware that it even exists. Because if they're not aware it exists, obviously they're not going to adopt it. And the making people aware it exists part's the hard part. That's what commercials are about. That's what, but that requires money. That requires, oof. This is okay, I'm fine. Garlic. All of that requires some measure of security that you already have. If you're someone who, like myself, struggles with poverty, having that security is pretty much impossible, and you end up striving day after day to just make it, just get by, reach out in any way you can, continue trying to do your best, continue trying to achieve your dreams, work for them dreams. It's a lot of hard work too. I am self-employed as an artist, as a writer, as a dev. Get 2 whip flashes, there we go. As a YouTuber, all of those things. It's not even necessarily out of choice. I have almost a degree in computer sciences and digital art, but I ran out of money, and I ran out of funds, and I ran out of the capability to finish my degree. And since I don't have a degree, and since I don't have experience working in the field in a way that people recognize and consider, being self-employed doesn't do it for you. I can't find work. Like, I've been trying for 6 months to find a job in my field. And have tried even going back to other fields that don't require the same level of trained work, like fast food delivery driving, like working at grocery stores and things like that. And I keep getting back that I'm overqualified, and they're worried that I'm not the right choice for them because they need workers who are going to be there long term. So I'm too overqualified for your day-to-day jobs, but I'm too underqualified for my own personal field. Where does that leave a person? Desperate. That's where it leaves a person. So I play games as a way to satiate my nervousness, and I put them on YouTube in the hopes of, having other people adopt it, having other people enjoy the experience that I'm bringing out as well. Augment area of attack. We'll get some lightning ring. We need more damage. Damage is important. I didn't mean to use that, but we did. So good. So if you enjoy any of the content that I provide, I am just the very tiniest of YouTubers and streamers. I would love a follow. I'd love a sub. I will continue putting out all kinds of content in the future. That's the objective. I really enjoy some arcadey style games, some crazy like team style things like Domina. I really enjoy playing Domina. I wish there were more games like that. Ones where you could have your audience participating like really heavily. Have them be part of some sort of crazy events. And so if you know any more games like that, please leave a comment down below and let me know what those are so that I can look into them and maybe get some more stuff that I can play with everybody else rather than just by myself here. We'll focus in on the Bibles. We'll bring the garlic in last because it's just not great. Garlic is a trap. It's really good early, so it always feels nice to have it. It allows you to get that early game edge, and then at about 8 minutes, it becomes worthless. I think the devs should adjust that a little bit if they can. Garlic has the potential to be too overpowered, but I think that it's too underpowered right now. I think its growth rate needs to be like 25, maybe 50%, right in between there somewhere, more, so that it still retains some minor amount of relevance. At least until like the 15-20 minute mark. After that, maybe it drops off, because by then you can sustain yourself with other weapons a lot easier. But does that make the game too easy? That's the question. The thing that keeps us coming back for more on this is that there is a bit of challenge involved. There's a bit of craziness to it that requires us to kind of think outside the box, set up the right builds, continue moving in the right way, paying attention to everything that's happening on the screen, all that kind of stuff. There's a right level of mindlessness and mindfulness in this game for us to just kind of play it as we please. I like that a lot. There are little choices that don't mean as much now as they might in the future. Think about this game in a year's time, when the dev may have had enough money and time to go out and just kind of work on it consistently and solidly. There could be 20, 30, 40 different items in there that all create all kinds of unique and strange builds. Could be a host of different enemies, that different things that they can do. Hell, if we got a dodge roll item that allowed us to kind of launch ourselves aside, that would change the dynamic of the game entirely. If we had some enemies that not only just marched endlessly towards us, but some of them that had special actions and maneuvers. Think of like a charging Minotaur, you know? You just have to plan for not being where they're going to charge at you from. That kind of thing. It doesn't even have to be that much different than what's already set up in here. But, yeah. So, Clover. We need a Clover. We need a Clover, right? Yeah, getting close. Some of you out there I can hear going, this is the most boring build style ever. All you do is stand around and hurt people. I'm like, yeah, but that's kind of the game. Move around. Ooh, you have to get pretty close. I mean, this one's a hard build style. To be perfectly honest, I keep trying it just because I want that perfect run. I want that Mega Poe build that kind of doesn't exist. I'm not entirely certain that it exists at all. Maybe it does, but I don't think it does. I like to hope and dream. I'm a dreamer. I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away. Where's my Aussie fans at? I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. Oh yeah. That does not match the music or the tone of the game that I'm currently playing. Listening to Pretzel Rocks, in case you're curious. They do YouTube and Twitch streamer safe music, but they've got some free options, but there is now, unfortunately, a paid requirement for some of the things that I like. I really enjoy the chip tunes on Pretzel Rocks. Finding new content that's like that, that's neat. And they have made that part of the higher tier, the more expensive stuff. Look at Santa Water. Santa Water's good, especially if you get it leveled up a bunch. It does do a decent amount of damage. AoE spots again. This is part of the build. Books and water and lightning. It's all AoE stuff. It all counts. We are low on health and we're having a hard time reaching our experience right now. That's when you know you're kind of starting to reach a troubled position. Someplace where you might have an issue. We have so much random attack stuff too for our AoEs between the Santa Water and the lightning strikes. It could be difficult. We do have AoE areas, but we're not getting what we need here. We're gonna get some more garlic damage. Ouch, that was bad. Don't stand too close. Don't stand so close to me. There's some chicken. Let's go get the chicken. Come over here, everybody. I need to get past you and go get some chickens. Thank you. I'm not dead yet. Good news. Someday, I'd love to try a turtle shell build, you know? Pulmarola, extra health, armor, laurel. All of those things in there that are just all defensive. Don't do nearly enough damage to kill the enemies that you need to kill. And then maybe stack on top of it like fire wand and axes. I don't know what the last one would be. Take the spinach. Do we want the spinach? We want spinach for fire wand. Clover for that. Spellbinder for King Bible. We need a spellbinder. We need a hollow heart, so we don't have any. So we're getting garlic. We need more damage. Oh, bats! Oh gosh, they're getting pushed into me. That was very nearly a game over because I wasn't paying any attention. All right, well, I guess we're looking for more chicken. Yeah, chicken. Maybe we can survive this after all, even after making horrible mistakes. All you bats are a real pain in the ass. You know that, right? You come through and have us attacked by these vampire bats, which have way too much life. It takes so long to kill all these stupid things with this build. We got a mantis, we got plants coming in. We're gonna need to find a way through because if we get trapped in here with all these, we're in trouble. Keep pushing them back. Come on. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. This might be the end. This might be it right here. We might already be there at the end. We're gonna hope not. But, things are not looking great for our hero today. Poe the Mighty in his garlic hat. Do not look like he's oh crap. Alright, right through here. Oh, we made it out. Okay. We're not dead yet. The rushing throng is pushing against the walls of all of those plant creatures, and we have still succeeded in finding a way out somehow amidst all of that madness. But the darkness is closing in. Old Poe has the Reaper on the mind. Maybe about to end all life here in a second. So many bats, so many bats, so many bats, so many bats. Okay, we're all right for the moment, but if those bats come in from this this horde behind us, this rushing horde, we could be in a problem situation. Okay, that's better. We're all right there. We don't need spinach, but damage increase would be so good with the garlic. Fairly certain we've almost got garlic to max if it's not max already. Red gem. Give me that red gem. Thank you. We need another wall chicken, floor chicken, whatever you want to call it. Okay, sneak by. Another King Bible. 3 King Bibles spinning around us at once. Got another giant, monstrous being over here. Still haven't really killed many of these stupid bats. Vampire bats are a pain in the ass. We've got plenty of health. Plenty of health. All the health we could ever need. Oh god, I almost died there because of the werewolves. This is the hard part. Give me that chicken. Excellent. We need another one. We need XP really bad. We're starting to be outpaced because we're not picking up any. But how do I do this? Very carefully, I suppose. Gotta be safe. Gotta be careful. All these werewolves all around our behind. Y'all must die. Stay off of me. Stay on target. Stay on target. Right now we're just chasing the mantis up here. Oh god, ghosts. Stupid ghosts everywhere. Coming through, creating a problem for us for sure. All you ghosts, just suck it. Go away. Nope. Nope. No. Oh god, no. Oh no, this might be the end. Ah, that was the end. We didn't get it fast enough again. Ah, these garlic builds. I tell you what, they're hard to make happen. So maybe next time on Vampire Survivors, we'll do something different. Maybe not. Maybe we'll sit there and keep playing until we have the perfect garlic run. Who knows? But thank you very much for watching. As always, hope you've had a great time. I will see you all next time, and goodbye.